Hey guys, welcome to Approach the Nerd. It's your girl Maria Park. I got my boy with me, Kenny Lowe TV. He's actually here for moral support for me because I need it. I really do. My mind's going a gazillion seconds. I don't even know if that's really a thing in measurements, but it is today. If you saw the charm stream yesterday, you know that my dad died yesterday, and since he died, it has been nothing but crap that I've been dealing with all over the place, from funerals to other unnecessary stuff that I shouldn't have to deal with. So it's a lot of stress. And so, yeah, that's why I could not do the charm stream last night, but we're going to try and roll out the Superman and Lois stream today. It is not going to be long. Kenny has never seen Superman and Lois, guys, but that is apparently my fault. That's what he let me know. Because he watched my review, he now has determined that he cannot watch Superman and Lois. So
she ruined it because
I ruined it for him.
I wanted to watch it,
I
was gonna watch it, but there was no time. I never had the time to watch it. But I saw when Angry Grandma came out. I don't even know if Angry Grandma is on Lois and on Superman and Lois.
No, I mean, the only time you will hear me say something negative is when we deal with Lana and Sarah and Kyle, like that whole combobbery, and sometimes the parenting skills of our people are very, as a parent, as somebody who has raised a child for almost 26 years, I just really feel like sometimes they need to go to school on this parenting thing. And I know there's not a manual, but damn, come on. It is very self-explanatory that you are effing up. But you know what? That's fine. Let's just roll into this. Again, like I said, dealing with a lot of stuff. Got a funeral stuff to plan. Plus, I'm taking a me night. I'm going to the drive-in. I'm going to go see Jurassic World, separate myself from reality. But I had to get on here and do this stream. And yes, guys, I know you have been DMing me. I will be getting with Kenny, maybe even Lois, and we will be talking about Charmed. Now it's over. Let's do our stuff. So, But let's talk about Superman and Lois. So the last time I talked about Superman and Lois was during my Arrowverse recap, and I think that's when Bizarro died. So it's been a minute. It's been a little bit of a
Bizarro
minute.
died?
Bizarro died. Yeah, they killed Bizarro. It's something I didn't think they would ever do. But it's the CW, so what the hell? And so, as you know, as it stands, Superman made the decision, without talking to his wife or anybody else, to follow Allie and Anderson through a damn portal into Bizarro's Earth.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That was pretty much what happened. And then where the second half of season 2 picks up, it's been 30 days. He's been gone a month. Lois has been lying, saying, oh, he's out, working for me and Chrissy's, magazine, covering the story, which is not true. Because, Clark doesn't work for that. But, it is what it is. And so, he's off on that Earth. And so things start happening, on both Earths that are interesting. But I'm going to start with Bizarro Earth is actually really effing cool. So Superman is a celebrity. He's signing autograph. He is literally the embodiment of Booster effing Gold. That's what he is on that Earth. He's over here. Like, seriously, somebody they were going to like a premiere or a celebration to honor him, and like somebody's screaming for help. Jonathan got his powers in this version. So in the Prime Earth, it's Jordan that gets his powers and Jonathan does not. But on Bizarro Earth, obviously everything's opposite. So Jonathan has his powers and Jordan does not. Jordan's this kind of really emo kid that like looks like he should be like at
I've seen them. I know how they look because of the trailers and stuff. So I do know how they look. So
Jonathan pretty much looks like the comic book version of Prime Superboy. So I was here for it. I mean, that's pretty much who he's supposed to be anyway on the Prime Earth. So, but that whole Earth. I mean, Superman's kind of been neglecting his family because he's all about that life.
But see, isn't that always the case? Every time they have an iteration of Superman and Lois, they've always had children. Superman always goes off and does nothing to protect his family. He's always out protecting the world. I mean, you don't see him for days. Then he gets killed. Then he comes back to life, and nobody knows how he died.
Superman's a baby's kid. I keep telling you, he done died. He multiplies. So, on this Earth, though, him and Lois are almost getting divorced because she's tired of him. She's like, you know what? I
What's
choose our family. Why don't you choose us? And he's like, I've been doing this for you, Lois. All of this is for my family. She's like, boy, please.
Well, see, my whole point is, why would you get married knowing that this man is mostly dedicated to the world? Because his whole job is to save the world, keep a world that is structured for you to survive in. Why the hell would you think he would just give all that up just to?
Because let's understand that the hot box, as you like to say, is very strong.
Now, okay, Superman is an alien, but he is humanoid, so he kind of have, those tendencies.
Oh, you already look. Don't fight the power of the hot box. I'm just saying. Just put it out there. So this is basically me just kind of going over what's happening. I'm not doing an episode by episode recap. I'm just going to talk about some stuff because the last episode that I saw, I kind of clarified something for Lana and her family. For me, it's something really. It just clicked with me.
Oh,
how effed up they truly are. Like, but
I thought you were going to say something good.
No, nothing good. Nothing good. Nothing good to say. Not about them. I hate to be that way. Lana, I literally had a little bit left for Lana, but she just kind of blew it in the last 2 episodes. So I was like, you know what? I'm done now. All right. So long story short, we're just going to recap this. So again, Superman on the other Earth, didn't talk to anybody, just wanted, because he literally, for somebody who's always telling people to think and do the right thing, he don't think at all. He just like, I'm going to go to this Earth. On this Earth, Prime Superman has no powers because the sun's different. So he's like, well, damn. I'm like, I've got nothing to do. Just sit here and get my ass whooped, basically. He has very minimum powers. It's just not as strong. So I'm not going to say he was powerless, but he's not like the Kryptonians on that Earth. So yeah, that was problematic. Some other interesting twists. His brother Talro is basically, I guess they grew up together in this version of the Earth, and he's married to Lana, and Lana's like this like bartender, rebellious, activist.
God.
She hates everything, basically, fight the man, fight the power. And Talro and Lana swallowed the Kool-Aid that Allie is putting out. And so basically Allie, everybody thinks she's like Parasite, or like there's different things they think she is. What Allie is for me, though, as a comic book nerd, is somebody who gets on my damn nerves, but that's a whole other conversation. So Allie is basically her big master plan, because she wasn't hugged enough as a child on Prime Earth, is that she wants to take both worlds and merge the people. She wants to merge them. So like she wants to merge with her other world self. And I'm like, so we'll be whole.
That makes no sense.
She had the Cracker Jack box with no toys in it. That's what happened to her when she was little. She lost her mind.
You can't do that because like you I can't even say what I want to say because you haven't watched Charmed yet, so I can't really say.
What the hell? She's breaking Crisis on Infinite.
That was my point. That's what I was gonna say. My analogy, my comparisons was gonna be what happened at the end of Charmed versus trying to merge them together, because you can't do that. So I can't say too much because you.
But in this world, apparently, so they have this pendant that allows the merges to happen, and basically, as of the last episode, or the episode before last, they actually managed to destroy the pendant. It was Talro, Prime, and Superman were able to destroy the pendant. So they were thinking, hey, we destroyed the pendant. And Allie's like, oh, now that you know what? I was going to merge the people. I'm going to merge the whole damn planet.
I just cannot. When you keep saying that, I'm just sitting here like, now I really got to go watch it.
I really got to go. I'm sorry. I know I did this to you, but I just feel like there's just so much. Okay. So Jonathan, Prime Boy Superboy from Bizarro World, he goes first to Prime Earth because he's going to try and merge with Jonathan, who has no powers.
Oh my God.
And Jordan put up a little bit of a fight. He gets better, but he put up a little bit of a fight trying to save his twin brother. But, he was getting his butt kicked. And then, of course, Jonathan grabs, Earth, a human version, Prime Jonathan, and they start the merge process. And then Superman comes down and just at the last minute, he slams down and saves the day. And the only reason he was able to do that is because Talro and his Bizarro World, he saw him. He's like, when my brother was alive, I wasn't able to do anything for him, but I'm not going to make that mistake. He unswallowed the Kool-Aid and helped him get back to his earth.
Get back to it. Son. See, that's the thing. And see, who in their right mind thinks merging with yourself from another dimension, from another time, is a great idea? Who?
I mean, look, the only reason I would merge if my other self had actual mutant powers and was a billionaire. Then I probably would merge a little bit. Hell, yeah. I would just merge. I would just go take a nap and you just do this for me and then wake me up when you're done.
Let me tell you, I would have been like Rogue if I could merge with her. Oh, hell yeah.
I think I would merge with her too, but probably not in the way you're thinking, Kenny.
I know, but
So let's talk about. I'm just gonna throw some stuff out, okay? So we're on the prime Earth. Jonathan, kidnaps Lana at some point. Superman has to go save her because he's trying to get to Jonathan. He wants to merge. Blah blah blah. So this is what starts irritating me about Lana and her family, okay? So Lana, her husband cheated on her, the firefighter. So she's already in her damn feelings, okay? She's in her feelings. Then the entire Kent family decide, let's tell Lana that you're Superman. I was like,
why would you do that?
And they're like, but I mean, we're keeping secrets and, it's not fair. We can't have real lives because of your secret and blah, blah, blah. And Superman's like, now remember, they got on Jonathan because Jonathan was covering for his girlfriend because she was selling like pretty much Kryptonite X to people, which is like Kryptonite steroids. And they're like, you're a bad kid. You're lying. You're not telling the truth. And it's like, yeah, but Dad, we've been keeping your secret for how many? Hell, you've been lying to me my whole damn life.
But see, okay, that's a different situation. When you are a kid, you don't need to know all of that. Wait till you get an adult and you can understand when your brain is capable of handling stuff like that.
No, I mean, you're right. But what I'm saying is he made a very valid point. They were getting on him about lying, and they literally were lying to everybody.
Right. He has to lie to everybody.
Now, think about this. Lois's sister, Lucy, who's kind of gone off the deep end, and she's one of Allie's lackeys. She don't even know her brother-in-law is freaking Superman. And her sister's been married to him for like 15 years at this point.
Oh my God.
So I mean, yeah, they with the lies, but this is where it got kind of weird for me. So Clark goes out, and Lana's driving home in her car, Jeep, truck, whatever the hell it was. I won't pay attention. And he's like, Clark, I'm tired. I have to go home. And he's like, I gotta tell you something. And she's like, I've had a really rough day. He's like, I know I was there. What do you mean you were there? Then he starts floating up in the air. And all I'm thinking is, somebody's gonna drive down that damn highway. Smallville's not that big. Somebody's gonna see you. He wasn't even in a Superman outfit.
What in the hell would you? I mean, Smallville is like 5 farms and 2 government
like 2 miles long.
That's it.
Look, I mean, I'll be sitting on the porch saying, is that Clark Kent down there flying?
That's the funniest thing. Everybody in Smallville knows each other. It's not like that you can go down the street and say, who's this guy? I've never seen him before. Everybody knows each other. So when you flying up in the damn sky and then you're on your mom and daddy's farm, at that point, I mean, y'all, I haven't watched the show, but I do know enough. I've watched Smallville. I watched a lot of Superman. So I do know what's going on. I just haven't watched the series. But that is oxymoronic. Why the hell would you float up in the sky and you got neighbors around?
Oh no, it gets even better for me, okay? It gets even better because you're in the court of Maria right now. So let me tell you, this isn't even Angry Grandma. We're in court. We're in nerd court right now. So let me tell you what's actually going on with Miss Lana, okay? Lana is jealous AF because first she says, you lied to me all this time. Did you ever love me? Now, this is a married ass man who's married to a woman you consider your friend. And you're like, did you ever love me? And he's like, yeah, why didn't you come back for me? That is somebody who is jilted. Like, that could have been my life. I could have been Mrs. Superman. And so then it gets worse. So then she decides, like, Lois comes to talk. She's like, we were friends and you kept this secret from me. And you know what I want to say? Okay, bitch, well, tell me everything that went down in your marriage so we can have comparison. Why do I have to tell you? And even Lois was like, this secret was not mine. But Lana's like, well, I need you to understand that when you kept this secret from me, well, I feel like I can't trust you now.
Now, hold on, Maria. Let me ask one question. Is Lana as annoying as she was in the original Smallville?
Kristen Crook, not as, except for recently. I'm gonna say the last. Okay, so there's two Lanas. There's Kryptonite badass or Krypto. Well, excuse me.
No, I know about
that. Lana, and then there's whiny ass Lana. Whiny ass Lana is getting on my everlasting nerve. She even made it. She literally is the mayor now. She won an election for mayor, and we're spending more time on her being emo as hell about Clark not telling her she was Superman than anything else going on in her damn life. So she is literally, look, she is in her feelings. She is butthurt because that could have been her man. And when Clark was like, I did come back with you, but you were Kyle. Things could have been so much different if you just told me the truth. Bitch, I tell the truth. I was finding myself.
Now, hold on. Now, wasn't it explained that Lois and Lana were cousins? Or
no.
Was that okay?
They're not related at all. As a matter of fact, Lana Lang's supposed to be a redhead. And she is not. She had been a redhead ever in live action, except for Superboy, the Superboy TV show. But no, like this Lana Lang, and then it gets worse. So then when Clark, like when Lois went to see her, she pretty much said, you know, I can't trust you, blah, blah, blah. So then Lois goes back and tells Clark. And then later on in the episode, they go to her house and they're thinking they're smoothing things over. And she's like, well, I think that my family just needs to stay away from you because I can't tell my family because I'll just think that I'm always lying to them. And then I thought, okay, in the rule of common sense, by you not telling them that you know who they are, you're still effing lying to them.
You're lying to them You're lying to them by omission. You're not.
And she's like, she didn't want them to have to know and then have to lie to other people. And I'm like, people keep secrets about their own damn life when they're not superpowered. That don't make any damn sense. Lana could be a furry for all we know, running around. We have no idea. That was the stupidest effing thing I ever saw in my life.
And I'm just sitting here like, oh my God, because she was annoying in when I was watching Smallville, but she wasn't as annoying as you're making it, and I got a headache.
No, think of Smallville Lana in her like early 40s. Late 30s, early 40s, and then you got the annoyance factor upgraded. This woman has lost her damn mind. Like she's like, I don't want you around my family anymore. And then Jordan went to see her in the last episode, and she's like, you know, he's like, I love Sarah because they were together, and the only reason they broke up is because Jordan couldn't tell her, you know, his dad was Superman and he has powers like his dad. And he's like, I can keep her safe. No, you can't, blah, blah, blah. Superman can't even keep anyone safe. If you love her, then you have to, I said, you know what? I said, you know what, Jordan, baby, don't fight this. You think of your children. Your children will be stupid as shit if you marry this girl. Do not do it.
Like, Angry Grandpa coming in. The court of Maria is here. Angry Grandpa coming in. How the hell can Superman not save the whole damn world and protect everybody? He may not be able to protect his family, but he sure as hell can save the damn world. Now, Lana, your dumb ass is just upset because you didn't get the peen, okay? You're just upset that you didn't have the babies with Clark. Clark never, even in the original, in Smallville, he didn't even really want Lana. He was only dating her until Lois came in. When he went to Metropolis and became, you know,
well, in the comics, it was her and the and people forget about Laura Lamaris, the little mermaid in the wheelchair. Some people forget about her. She's never in anything, but that was he was also getting on with her a lot too. But that's back in the day in the comics. People don't know about that. But no, like, this whole thing is so stupid that it makes my teeth hurt. Like, Sarah's like, oh my God, you're keeping secrets from me. I'm like, okay, you cheated on your boyfriend, brought the girl that you cheated on to a restaurant and wanted to hang out with your boyfriend after he found out you cheated with her. Like, you made out with her while you were away at camp. And somehow that's not dysfunctional as hell, you know? And I'm like, you know what? If you really think about this family, Jordan, you are literally... I feel like you're saving yourself and you don't even realize it, because when you have children, they're gonna be just like their mama, and just like Lana, and just like Kyle. Baby, move on. Find somebody else. Stop. Just full stop. Be like, you know what, Sarah? I don't need you. I don't need your dysfunctional ass family. Tally ho. I would not humor this shit at all. At all. I'm like, if Lana's family all of a sudden won the lottery and moved, I wouldn't give 5 fucks.
I'm gonna tell you, the way she sounded, I would have told a bitch, get gone. I will win the damn lottery for you and give you $1 million so you can move the hell away from me.
Absolutely. So that's how I feel about it, baby. I will pay your way. Goodbye. So
she sounds so stupid, because I'm just like, superheroes have a secret identity for a reason. They don't want the whole world trying to find them. Have paparazzi sitting outside their houses every day. They don't. If they destroy half the city, they don't want everybody knowing that. So they got to stay, incognito. Even though you should know who Clark Kent is, because glasses don't just change the damn appearance.
Well, the fact that nobody knew who the hell he was just because he put glasses on and did a little twirl curl Elvis Presley style in the front of his head, that always seems stupid to me. So that's a whole other conversation. I will tell you, season 1 of Superman and Lois was on point. Season 2 is not a bad season. Do not get me wrong, but there are elements of CW writing from the Arrowverse that are seeping in with this Lana shit that is driving me absolutely out of my mind. I cannot stand their family. I want their family to either go bankrupt, or she can win the governorship and have to move away. Get rid of them. They are useless. Every time they're on the screen, they just make my teeth hurt. So I don't want to talk about it no more. Now, I will say though, Krypton, like a Kryptonian version of Lana, now she's scary. I'll take her. She's scary. We can keep Lana around in that capacity. But little, oh my God, Clark, you didn't love me. You married this bitch from Metropolis. Well, that's basically what she's saying. Them babies could have been mine. Go home, Lana. Just stop. So, I just had to put it out there. I just had to put it out there.
Let me ask you this. It didn't get canceled, did it?
No.
Okay, so
no, it's got another season coming.
What I'm gonna do?
It's because the other aspects of the show aren't bad. Like when you actually talk about bringing the villains and the fight scenes and stuff like that, it's not bad. Yeah, they make slow thinking choices, but they're a little slow, but overall effect, it's not bad. It's not.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if it's on Netflix, and I'm gonna try to binge watch it and binge review it from season 1 up to where we are now, so I can start with season 3. So that way, you and I will have something in common to come back and since they
because there's only 2 seasons. This is season 2 right now. This show.
Good.
So it just split into 2. You know how they just take hiatus for a while, so this is split into 2.
Oh, okay. Because I remember they started. How many episodes did season 1 have? It wasn't like 10.
I think it was like 13, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and look. It might be longer than that, though. I might be lying to you, because I lie. I lie when I don't know.
Look, that's why I tell y'all. Don't
first season had 15 episodes, so this one's gonna have 15 episodes too.
Okay, that ain't bad. I can actually binge watch one weekend, and then one weekend I can do the other one.
Yeah, we just saw episode 13, so we got 2 more. So
it's about to. Because right now I'm going to Netflix. While you're talking, I'm gonna go to Netflix and see if it's up.
It might be on HBO Max, because HBO Max, or I know that they were footing some of the money. If it wasn't them, it was definitely Warner Brothers. But yeah, I don't know if it's on Netflix. It might be, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna check because I'm still in my sister Netflix, so that way I can actually try to
look at you over here being illegal and saying it on the air. God, live talking about over here.
Well, I mean, she knows about it. I mean, she's still in my Hulu.
All right, you just keep digging that grave. So anyway, let's talk about John Henry. John Henry is definitely adjusting to Smallville. Him and Nat got their own place. That he's trying to do the daddy thing. He's still very much, into being Steel. He's into being Superman's, like, it's almost like a Batman Robin situation, or better yet, Batman Batwing situation. Actually, John Henry is the Batwing that we needed in the Arrowverse, to be honest with you. But he's doing his stuff now. Nat is like kind of she's adjusting because she has, Jordan and Jonathan as friends. She's kind of have a little friendship with Sarah, but Sarah's so into her damn self all the fucking time. I don't even know why people are friends with her. She's just one of those people that's just into herself. It's all about her problems, how she feels, how she wants, blah, blah, blah. So I really need Nat to make new friends, outside of her. And, her hanging around with the boys are cool. As a matter of fact, I really thought it would be cool if she ended up being with Jordan or Jonathan. I would love that. I would love for her to actually have a relationship with one of the two, because honestly, she's a waste of space. So I love, though, that they're really showing up, because, if you read the comics, she was actually John Henry's niece. And she's just as smart, if not smarter than him. And they're keeping that in this universe. So she literally has built her own suit by herself. And her suit actually is better than John Henry's suit. So, it's better. And he was kind of like, at first he's like, I'm going to take this suit apart. And she's like, okay, fine. And she went in a room and he couldn't take it apart because she's that good. The material that she used, he didn't have any equipment that was strong enough to penetrate this damn suit. So I thought it was funny that, he's a dad who doesn't want his daughter to get hurt, but at the same time, she's a girl who literally was on her own on their Earth because the dad got sucked into this world, and she had to go and find him. So she literally had to take tech to go and find him. And it was like, you're doing this with a child that literally raised herself. At the time,
so you got a child that raised themselves.
Seriously, you should have been worrying about that stuff before you decided to go fight Superman in your world, because he killed your version of Lois Lane. Because in this world, John Henry still was married to his Earth's Lois, and Nat was their daughter. And of course, now he's living in Smallville with Prime Earth Lois, who's married to Superman. So it's all a Jerry Springer combobbery, but Maury Povich, who's a daddy situation. But I do like that. I do like John Henry. I'm glad that they're sticking around, because I was really worried they were going to get rid of them, because that's what they sometimes do on these shows. Somehow they have to go on a sabbatical and find themselves. But instead of them going off and trying to find a new life somewhere else, they actually are living in Smallville, and they're actually still actively in the fight. And in the last episode, my girl was like Superman came back to try and basically let me get ahead of myself here. Lois and her dad went to go find Lucy, because Lucy is literally, I understand that Lucy has inferiority complex and has a lot of issues, but I kind of feel like she also was not spanked as a child. And so she does things that are just stupid as hell.
Now that's why I have to get on a few parents. Now I understand that you don't want to abuse or beat your children.
Yeah, you don't have to believe in corporal punishment, but when you have a child like Lucy, you may need to rethink that, because
you need to at least do this or spank them on the butt. Because my stepfather, even though he never spanked me, but he got my sister, my stepsister, and my stepbrother. He got all three of them. And he made sure that, his children still turned out horrible. But, I mean, I'm just... it could work, it couldn't. But I just don't know.
Well, I think with Lucy, it might have helped. But then again, I don't really know. Lucy does really stupid shit. And she tries to justify it by, it's because you never loved me as a sister, Lois. You always want to tell me how to live my life. Okay, so you literally knocked your dad out, stole his card to the DOD, and you're blaming it on Lois? I'm like, where's the accountability for yourself? I mean, I don't understand that shit at all.
Do she have any accountability is the question.
Yeah, she's just one of those really susceptible characters that you can really convince to do anything. Like, she'd be the one that you could start a brand new religion around bubblegum, and she'd be popping it saying, yes, I'm free. That is literally Lucy. So the fact that they went to go find, they're always going to find her, your family. I'm like, yeah, and every time you go find her, something happens and she turns on you. So but they went to go find Lucy again and be like, we love you, come home. And then Allie comes in like damn Brightburn, because she merged with her other self. And she, basically Lucy, this is another problem that I have, is that because none of them told her that Clark is her brother-in-law and Superman is her brother-in-law, she does stupid shit and doesn't realize what she's doing. And so the father had these handcuffs, and then he had like basically one of the devices they use, this buzzer that signals Superman to come save them. So Lucy has in her hand, and Allie's coming back, and they're like, "Oh, well, Allie killed Anderson and did all this stuff," and Lucy's like, "Really?" And she's kind of like looking like, "Is that true?" And Allie's like, "No, like he did it to himself." Blah 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 blah. So they have this kind of banter back and forth where Lucy's kind of in the middle saying who's right, who's wrong, and finally she's like, "You know what? You guys are always telling me what to do. I'm gonna trust Allie." Basically, she pushes the button. She was gonna push the button, and then she decided not to, and then Allie starts like draining her dad, and she's like, "Oh. Maybe you just look at her face like, oh, maybe I did fuck up." and then she literally ends up having to push the button to call Superman anyway. And then she inadvertently gets her brother-in-law drained. Now, let me stop there because I got to talk about Superman for a second.
Oh, gosh.
Something happened, guys, in the preview for next week. I just got to say this. So he is drained to the part where he was looking like Bizarro. Like his face was all smushed in. It looked like they needed a helium pump to just pump some air back into him. So his heart has stopped. And my girl Nat came in, with her dad, and she like starts shocking the hell out of him with her suit, and she restarted his heart. But he doesn't have his powers. All of his cells are normal right now. It's almost like he's a human being. So in the trailer, there is a scene where he's like, I feel useless. I can't do anything. And Lois is like, you're Superman. You have to save the day. He's like, how? I don't have any powers. And she's like, being a superhero isn't about just having powers. It's like being a superhero in your heart. And I was thinking, but Lois, I'm going to die, bitch. I'm going to die.
I mean, hold on. Okay, wait. Is this Lois or Lana?
This is Lois, his wife.
Okay, Lois. Hold on, Lois. Hold on. First of all, your husband is not invulnerable anymore. He can go out there and literally anybody shoot his ass, he would become Swiss cheese.
He can't even walk. He's struggling to walk. It's almost like he has a walker. And she's like, people need Superman. Superman, you need to be the hero. And I'm like, if I was Clark, I'd be like, let me tell you something, Lois. Right now, I am weak. And you were stronger than me. So guess what, baby? You got an upgrade. You go fight. I'm going to take my ass at home.
Did she just say, we need you at home. We need you as a family man. We are sick and tired of you being Superman. Did she just? Oh, my God. I got to get it.
I saw that in the trailer. I said, you've lost your mind. You've been swallowing the Arrowverse Kool-Aid or something. Something's wrong. So, but yeah. Superman has no powers as of right now, as of the last episode. He is powerless. And apparently people still want him to go to work. I'm like, damn. He's like, it's like he has COVID, and they're like, you better be in front of the bar, and you don't got a job anymore. So yeah, that
is disgusting.
That is stupid as shit.
My whole point is your whole argument, and you're about to get a divorce from this man is because he's never around. Now that he's around and feeble and can't really do shit, go out there and be Superman. It only takes heart. It doesn't take superpowers. Okay, bitch, I go out there and try to jump in the air and fall my ass on the ground, and then people shoot me with guns, and I become Swiss damn cheese. What the hell are you going to say then? Yep.
Well,
you should have did it, Clark.
Something else that is happening that I see is going to be a train. There's two things. One, I already said it. I already talked about, and I've been saying this since season 1. So I'll talk about that in a second. But Chrissy, she is the partner of Lois in their little Smallville paper that they put out. And she's always when Lois first came, she's like, "You're my idol. I've always wanted to be like you. You're like the best reporter in the world." Wow. And ever since that conversation, Chrissy's always like, "I know you lying for me, lying to me, girl. I know you keeping shit." It's like she talks to Lois like she's on like in an interrogation room every time they have a conversation.
But I mean, look, I just can't, because isn't this the whole thing we just talked about? Like, you're holding secrets from us. You are the worst person in the world. I don't want to be your friend anymore. But I can keep your secret. The hypocrisy.
And that's my problem. If I was Lois Lane, instead of giving her basically my money from selling my brownstone in Metropolis, when obviously I need this cash because I keep pointing out to you guys, they don't do any farming. They just fixed the tractor in the last episode. They don't do shit. They don't grow corn. They don't do anything. They have not paid for the mortgage on this. We saw this in the pilot episode. The mother took out a mortgage to give college money to their twins and also to help other people in the community. So they have a mortgage that they have to pay. They don't have jobs. Like Clark works for like 10 hours a week at the high school as a coach. And Lois is working for a paper where they're not even selling anything. So where is the money coming from?
Hold on. What the hell happened to Clark and the Daily?
No, baby, they quit in the pilot.
What?
So now they live off the land, but they don't farm. And every week people say, oh, we gonna go to the hardware store. Oh, the hardware store's closed. Hard times. I'm like, you need to have hard times too, because you don't have any money. But you know what? And then the one time you got a lot of money selling your brownstone in Metropolis, which is basically the equivalent of selling a 2 or 3 bedroom freaking condo in New York, which means you were getting bank. You give it to Chrissy for your little Smallville investment into the paper so they could be partners. And I'm like, okay, so why couldn't you just do what Iris did in The Flash? Start a freaking Smallville blog or your own blog, report your own shit, grow your fan base because everybody knows who you are already. And guess what it would have cost you? Zero. Your electric bill and your damn laptop. I got a headache. I got a headache already. No, think about it. Instead of that, you put yourself in a position to have this girl question everything you say and everything you do every time you walk in that office. Stupid.
I got a headache and I don't even watch the show. I'm just saying. It sounds good. It sounds so good, but I mean, I'm definitely going to go watch.
It is a good show. It's a good show. I'm just telling you, you know me. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it and I'm going to talk about it.
Look, I mean, I've already seen the hypocrisy, and I hadn't even watched this. Lana and Lois, they're so much. I mean, they're so hip. I'm trying to get the word out. They're just so hypocritical to the point that I can't. It's the hypocrisy that I'm just saying.
It is. Okay, so let's talk about baby Jonathan Kent. I feel so effing sorry for him. Now, remember, I said this in season 1. In Metropolis, it's true that he was kind of like the golden boy. He was a quarterback. He was dating the head cheerleader. His life was great in Metropolis. But because Jordan was having panic attacks and not acclimating, they decided to move to Smallville. So he lost his girlfriend. He's put on a football team where he's basically starting from scratch. And then he finds out it's his twin that ends up getting powers and not him. So I already said that he was going to be in his damn feelings because you are a twin. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, your dad repeatedly takes the other twin to the fortress and teaches him all this cool shit and then leaves you at home by yourself. And you're also his son. You just don't have any powers. And I told them, I said last season, they're going to give that boy a complex. That boy's going to have issues. I see Kevin just put it right up there. Clark is giving him a complex. I said, that boy, how they treat him, questionable parenting skills. You are literally playing favorites with your sons. And you don't even realize you're doing it because one son is more like you and the other one's more like his mom. And so all that shit came out in the last episode. He said exactly, because what ended up happening is they were going to go hang out with the dad. He's like spending more time with his sons, and they were going to go in the barn and they were going to work on chores and like fix stuff. Right. So he's lifting up the tractor that they're never going to effing use because they don't do any farm work. And Jonathan's like fixing the tractor, which I don't know how the hell he knows how to fix it because again, they don't ever do any farm work.
Hold on, wait, John. Who's John?
Jonathan. Jonathan Kent is the other twin. There's
okay. Because I was going to say, isn't his dad dead?
No, Superman is their dad. So Superman has Jordan and Jonathan.
That's what I was saying.
No, the prime. You're thinking of the other Earth. The
we still on Bizarro Earth. Okay.
Bizarro Earth. No, this is Prime Earth. So, all right. So, Jordan was like upset about Sarah, so he's going and moping downtown, and of course Clark goes to talk to him, and so then he takes him to the fortress, and they are like teaches him how to fly, and they have this like flying bonding thing, and they both come back all hyped up and happy, and Jonathan's like, "So where you been?" He's like, oh, we went flying at the fortress. It was awesome. He's like, oh, cool. Well, I was left here finishing the chores. Great. And then he just walks off. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there. You are making an enemy out of your damn son. You're doing the same shit that the other Superman did in the Bizarro world, and you don't even see it. You don't see it. And I'm like, if anybody's going to pop up with powers and become Brightburn, I thought it was going to be Jordan, but now it's looking like it actually is going to be Jonathan. He's going to be like, you know what, Dad? I'm tired of your shit. I'm like, playing favorites.
I'm going to say this. I just found it on Google Play Store. It is $24, so I'm gonna try to invest in trying to get both series because I can't find.
It's not on the CW app.
I mean, season 2 is, but not season 1.
Oh, yeah.
So I would probably, because I don't know how much. HBO Max is, because you make me want to go in here and cuss these folks out. Because look,
I think it's like $5.99, but don't get me wrong, it comes directly off my stuff. I don't remember what I pay anymore. I don't know if it's. I have to look and see. Before you do that, I'll see if it's on HBO Max, and maybe I will hook you up and do like a watch party for you.
Somebody said in the chat it was.
Okay.
Because I see what I want to do is I want to catch up because since it's about to go on hiatus before season 3. I want to, do season 1 and season 2. Go ahead and throw my reviews out, and I'm gonna have you over for some live stream.
They're not ready for that. So Kevin says buying the season 1 DVD would be a good purchase. I think, that or
wait, how much is it? Let me check and see.
Just go look. You know the power of the internet, man.
Look, I'm on the internet right now. Hold on, wait. I got Amazon. I forgot about that. So go ahead, darling, while I'm in the other.
Okay, so where we're at right now. Jonathan doesn't like his dad anymore.
God.
He's hurting. He's in his feelings. And you know what? I support Jonathan in this. If I had a twin sister and she had all these badass abilities and I'm sitting here at home making dinner and they're out flying around having a great time, and then my mother and my sister came home and they're like, hey, we were out living our best life. And I'm like, yeah, I was doing chores like effing Cinderella. I'd be in my feelings too. I would be in my damn feelings. So I have issues because no matter what Jordan does now, he gets kind of a pass with his dad more than Jonathan does because he has powers, and that's kind of bullshitty. Not with the mom. Lois yells at everybody. I will give her that. She's an equal opportunity screamer. She screams at every damn buddy.
Lois always done that. So, she always have done that. So
I'm telling you, this is how I always said that Erica Durant is the embodiment of what I loved about Lois Lane in the comics. But I will say that Betsy's kind of that's the actress who plays her. She's kind of stepped up a little bit with her screaming. She's got the anger of Lois down, but she always seems perpetually angry. I don't know what it is. She seems like she has resting bitch face all of the time. I don't know why. And I didn't notice that. She used to be on a show called Grimm where she played Juliet, and I didn't think she had a resting bitch face. So I don't know if this is her Lois Lane thing or what, but whenever you look at her, even when she seems like she's calm, it's almost like she's like, say something. I'm waiting for it. I need it. I need it in my life.
I'm gonna tell you, I just found it. Kevin, you're right. I just found it. It is $18.99. When Carlos get him, I'm gonna beat him up and try to take $18 so that I can get it, so I can go ahead and watch it. Because Maria's gonna be with me. She's gonna have to come and suffer with me too, because I'm suffering with her today.
Look, I already got a lot of stuff going on. I'm suffering all in my personal life. I don't got time to be suffering with you ones. I need somebody to nitpick and review my life. I swear my life is like a damn Lifetime movie. It's crazy. I wish I could tell you guys what was going on, but I can't because I have a lawyer involved. So I have to wait till everything is done. And then I can tell you all of the stuff unnecessarily that I had to go to when go through because my dad got diagnosed with cancer and then he passed yesterday. I don't even have time to fully grieve because I'm too busy dealing with all of the fallout and all of the things that are happening because he died. So it is a thing.
Come and suffer with me so we can basically suffer together.
Now you just want my blood pressure to rise. I'm like, wow,
mine is already up. What you talking about? Mine is up here.
But so, like I said, recap, and then we'll look at your comments. Jonathan's in his feelings because Daddy is playing favorites. Jordan is in his feelings because Sarah can't talk to him and he can't talk to her anymore because he has to choose her and let her live her best life. I didn't say that Sarah's been singing at the club that her dad had an affair with a bartender at, because it's just too stupid, and I didn't feel like doing that. I don't really want to like just talk about that because why bother? I don't care. But she's off finding herself doing music. Good for her. She is a kid, so don't be too harsh. I just don't like how they write her. They write her like an idiot, like a little version of Lana. Lana is still not the worst of the evils. Kyle is probably the biggest jerk out of all of the family. And I really think her little sister might be a serial killer, but that's a whole other conversation. So moving on, only because of what they said in the pilot about her biting people at school. Okay, so then we have basically John Henry and Nat now are going to be the new sidekicks for Superman, which again, I'm here for. Every time they show Steel fight, I am like, okay, it's almost like this should be called Steel because Superman will be getting his ass handed to him. And like Steel will come out of nowhere with that damn hammer and hit everybody. And everybody's like, well, damn. Like,
but see,
and Steel's like, and I'm human.
That's what I'm going to say. This is the funny thing. Superman, well, until you probably have something laced with kryptonite. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Continue.
Oh, I was waiting for you.
Because no, what I was going to say was, Superman should not be getting his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
At all.
But to be fair, this is the Superman who always got his ass handed to you. If you ever watched Elseworlds or any of the other crossovers that he's in before they got their own show, he was always getting his butt kicked. Like Kingdom Come Superman, who Brandon Routh played, he was beating the shit out of him in the Crisis on Infinite Earth. Because I mean, it's just I don't know. They made him weak. Supergirl whooped his ass. So I mean,
oh my God.
I mean, I love Tyler. I've loved him since Teen Wolf, and I actually like his version of Superman. I think he's cool, but he's definitely a weaker version of the Superman lore. He is no Kingdom Come Superman. Let's put it that way. So it makes absolute sense that he would get his butt handed to him, and absolute sense that he would have to have people come help him and be his sidekicks. But I mean, to be fair, if that was not the case, then we wouldn't need Steel. So.
That's probably true.
But still needs like a Shaft theme. That boy, he be rolling in his suit. He be rolling as soon as he comes in.
So you know what? I am excited to watch it because I've always wanted to watch it. I've always wanted to. So it's not like something that we're not gonna mention Stargirl, but I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm so sorry, guys, if you are tuning in for this confuckery. He has never watched Stargirl in his life. He saw 10 seconds of a trailer. I think he saw 1 minute of episode 1, 1.5 minutes of episode 1, and he's decided that Stargirl is not a good show.
I think it was episode 5 or 6 that I just saw like a minute and a half of.
Okay, so I didn't want to bring this up, but just like your misinterpretation, and obviously definition of consent, now I'm gonna have to roll over to your problem with Stargirl. I mean, I feel like I need to program you. I don't know. I'll have to do something. I'm gonna have to do something.
We're not doing that.
You're semi-cool. You're just not all the way there yet. You haven't come out the oven yet, Candy. We're going to get you there. All right. All right. So basically, again, so everything with Steel and Nat, I'm here for. And I do feel, I kind of foresee them being like the bad. It's almost like they're the support you call when you're like, if you're a Power Ranger and your Megazord goes down and you got like the 6th Ranger that comes in. Yeah. That's what they are. They're like the badass ones. Because like literally every time he comes in, he's saving Superman that like every damn time.
Oh my God, that is just that I would be so upset with that. I'd be like, look, now I know the hero has to have some weaknesses. I know that. But I mean, for Superman, this man is nearly impossible to defeat unless you got kryptonite.
Yeah.
My whole point is he really didn't need I don't even know why he formed the Justice League because he didn't need them.
Well, see, and remember on this Earth, though, he's not the one that did it because they didn't have Batman. And apparently, I'm just going to say it, okay?
Go ahead.
Batman. Okay, so I don't even know if this is even true now. Batman either ran away or is dead. And so that's basically what happened. So in this Earth, this prime Earth, Batman is
missing.
Like he killed Joker and he was like, peace out. And then he's gone. They have name dropped Aquaman. They've implied there is a Wonder Woman, but we've never fucking seen them. Only people we see are the ones that had shows. Arrow, which is a B stringer at most, maybe even C in the Justice League comics and in the cartoons. And then we have like I mean, I guess you can say Black Lightning. I swear to God, he's there. He showed up for a cameo episode or a guest spot.
I gotta
on
watch
Flash.
that one too. I know that's good.
Black Lightning is cool. Now, his marriage is questionable, but he's cool. But I swear to you, Black Lightning, like he's this person that's very like strong-willed and like he doesn't take shit. And actually sometimes that gets him in trouble, but he's kind of more level-headed than his kids are. Right. But like he came on that damn show and told Barry, "You're the best of us." And I was like, oh, I've lost like uber respect for you too, because Barry is not the best of you.
No, he is not. He should have been gone years ago.
Yep. So
they should have replaced him with Wally, and I would have started watching it.
Yeah, I know people want me to talk about The Flash. I actually have caught up with The Flash, but because of all the stuff I'm going through right now, I can't bring myself to talk about something that's going to make me emotionally disturbed. So you want to have an angry grandma moment, you will have a shit ton if I review The Flash, and I don't think I can turn it off, so I can't do The Flash.
I'm going to tell you like this. I would not be rewatching The Flash at all. Unless they bring Wally in and let Wally stay as the main character, I won't watch it.
You stopped at season 2, right?
I sure did.
Okay.
Barry is still up. He's still up in that vortex to me. When he ran up the building and jumped into that vortex.
He never. Okay, I got you.
Came out.
Well, see, that's my other problem though. Back to what you said about the Justice League is that like when he came out and all the crisis stuff happened, then they made their little mini version of the Justice League. It's like, what do they actually do? Justice League doesn't do anything. The Justice League literally is to hold each other accountable, meaning they are there to kill each other if they lose control. They are the contingency plan that Batman had for everybody else in the actual Justice League. So yeah, the Justice League is not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not going to be a thing. So anybody that talks about the Justice League, it does not exist in the Arrowverse. I don't care what anybody says. It does not exist. It's sad because it should, but it does not. And honestly, with this universe, it can't. So, and considering they basically have killed off every television show Arrowverse wise, except for The Flash, Stargirl so far, and Superman and Lois, that should tell you something. Somebody did point something out to me, guys. I didn't have a chance to say it, but I did tell Kenny about it. I think it's very interesting that a lot of the shows, not just Arrowverse.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
That have been canceled are not only POC driven, they are queer. And I mean, Batwoman, I didn't like the writing at all. But, it was a Black-led show. It had a Black female queer woman. And that was the first one they canceled. Then they just started going down the line. And I'm like, every show that they actually canceled had queer couples in it. Like, really think about it. They had Naomi. Naomi has, what's her name? Lourdes, who was trying to get with, Naomi. That show's gone.
Well, we already know Charmed is gone. We saw that.
Charmed is gone. They had Mel. They
had Iron Maiden.
They have Iron Maiden and pretty much anybody else that came in that was queer, because it's just what it is. Riverdale had Cheryl, technically Tony, but I think they messed that up. And of course, they had his name just went right out of my head.
I was going to say wasn't you or somebody said that this will be Riverdale's last.
Yeah, Riverdale's next season is their last one, and they had multiple queer characters on that show. Legacies had queer characters. If you really just go down every series, the common denominator is queer characters. The Flash, name one character. I'm not talking about the axe gay, because a lot of people think that Chester P is actually gay. They say it all the time. But name one character in the Flash that is queer besides Nora, and she's only in for like a second from the future. She's not even a regular character. Name a character in that series.
What happened to the guy that? What happened to the guy? What was his name? The guy with the curly hair.
You are not narrowing it down. Like, you are not narrowing it down. You mean Wally?
No, not Wally. He was there with Barry from the beginning. He was the tech geek.
Cisco, yeah. Cisco didn't have curly hair. He's got long Hawaiian hair.
That's how
his actor wanted to leave, so they wrote him off. So he's actually the director over at Argus right now, their science department or whatever. So
he should have left because he really didn't bring nothing to the show. But then when they secretly told us he was going to have powers that made him gay. So I guess.
No, but Cisco was never gay.
I know.
He had girlfriends. No, like I feel like now Serena said he does not. He has shoulder length hair. Cisco when he left, his hair was like great.
Y'all see how long it's been since I've seen the show.
Yeah, I don't know what he looks like now. I mean, he has an Instagram, so you can go look at him. But I know on the show he had shoulder length. He had that like
he had like the little bob thing. I don't know where I got curly from, but I mean, yeah, he had the little like the little slick down Hawaii type hair. Yeah. I know Serenity. He wasn't gay. It was a joke.
No, he was not gay. There were no gay characters except for Nora. And if Wally had stuck around because he came out in real life, his actor did, he may have been bisexual or queer at some point. But yeah, that would stay around. But I will say that like that was not canceled. Supergirl was going off the air. If they had still been on the air, they probably would have dumped that too because of Alex and and really I would just say her boo, but really it's Alex and everybody that was gay on that show that would come in and out. And honestly, the gay subtext and gay queer baiting they did between Kara and Lena the whole damn series, they would have got rid of that one too. So that one.
So we should we should blame CW for all of this because they was inclusive. Now they done sold themselves to Discovery Plus. Now Discovery says, screw that. We're not inclusive, so bye bitches.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I don't understand is Tom Swift is gay. And he's black. But they passed that one.
And then he got superpowers.
Nancy Drew has one queer. Now, to be fair, Bess is what I call a rain day lesbian. So she talks about being gay, and then she goes like half the season not in a relationship because she's flaky as shit. So like I don't really she U-hauls herself with herself. So I don't really consider her anything. So I guess maybe they felt like me and they were like, that's fine.
Rain day lesbian. Okay, well
it is what it is. But like I'm just talking about the people that were like Legends of Tomorrow. You literally have Sarah and Ava married, and they're like canceled. They were the second one to go. They got rid of Batwoman, and they got rid of Legends of Tomorrow. So I'm like, if you really think about it, I mean, all the queer shows and all the really strong POC driven main character shows, except for All American, are just gone.
Right. I'm gonna say this. I think Batwoman. Actually, Ryan, the lead actress, wanted to leave because of the same conditions that Katie's character wanted to leave for. So without another, I guess they didn't want to get another Batwoman, so they just decided to cancel. So that's why Batwoman went down. However, why did everything else have to follow? I mean, Flash.
Why they all have to go?
Flash should have been the second one right up in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know. It's very strange. It is very, very strange. I thought about that. I'm like, I don't know what their criteria is, but I just thought it was interesting that all of these like POC and queer shows with main characters that were queer or POC are just gone. It's just gone. And the ones that are sticking around are not. So
I know, right? So
just throwing it out there.
But see, that's the thing. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna actually sit and watch it. I really hearing you talk about it, giving me a headache and making my blood pressure rise, making me want to go watch it.
And I'm glad I can do that to you medically. I'm like,
but see, I look. All jokes aside, I really wanted to watch this when the first episode, but I never did because it was always something that was coming on that me and Carlos was watching, and I never got a chance to actually watch it. And then I was too lazy to get on the computer with all the pop-ups and the ads in the way. I did not feel like doing it, so it just slipped. So now that I can pick it up on DVD and Blu-ray, I will be able to sit back and watch it. And
I mean, look, you would have binged the whole. Like, I haven't binged half the shows that are in my queue. I still have to watch Miss Marvel because I know.
I mean, I don't have Disney Plus, and I definitely want to.
We have to do a watch party. I think we're going to do it through Discord, so we'll just watch it together, and then we'll schedule our review for this week because We
I'm
ain't
gonna
talking
be
about it.
Jacob.
The trailer looks adorable. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, because see, I don't like the actress that played Captain Marvel. I do not like her. I can't remember her name.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, she came out so well. You know, I know you stay out of that part, but
I do.
it
I
just,
don't give
but it
five
just
fucks
turns,
what actors do. I don't
but
care.
it just turns when you hear about what's going on. It just turns me off on the.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm always of the camp that until you are there, anything can be taken out of context. Because I
Which
remember
is
they were
true.
canceling a certain somebody because of Amber Heard for over a year, and everybody was swearing up and down that he was crap. And I'm saying that he's an innocent bystander.
He
but
was not.
They're finally seeing that her cray cray cannot be contained in court. Just saying.
I mean, we all knew that. Even when that came out, we all knew that.
There are so many people that were like, I can't believe that MF. I'm so glad he lost all his contracts and he's not going to be in Pirates of the Caribbean. And now they're like, wow, that bitch crazy. Like, we were wrong. Like, so it is what it is. I don't want to get into all that because I never know. I'm not there. I don't know. Look at my man over here, like literally on the damn phone in the middle of the stream. I told you guys, you did not have my consent to do that, sir. Consent. You did not ask me. Could you consensually answer that damn
phone? The phone was in the middle of the street, so I picked it up. Mel didn't slap my hand and tell me it wasn't, drugged, so I picked it up.
Okay, you know what? Consent. So let's get to these questions. I don't have time for you, Kenny. I'm wondering if Allie will succeed in her plan, and that will allow the writers to pretty much just say no Arrowverse connections, new universe. So what you're saying is you're wondering if Allie will be the catalyst to retconning all the bullfuckery we've had over the past few years. I'm not hating that idea. The only problem is with her being successful, then she essentially is also wiping out most of the Superman and Lois cast. So, and probably Stargirl. Well, yeah, no. Stargirl's on a different Earth. They're on Earth too. Did you just clap?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you feel my foot right there. Right there. Your foot. That's what's happening. I told you. Hey to all, superheroes have to have a love life. I mean, they don't have to have a love life. I mean, lonely.
Okay, what's that blue? What's that
Blue Wolf Phoenix Rising?
Blue Wolf. Now you know, you wrong for that.
I mean, they don't want to be. Okay, so the whole trope with superheroes is they have to go out and save the world and put everybody above themselves and blah blah blah. But they need to have somebody to come home to that tells them what they did was right. That is true. That is how marriage is. Like right now, if I didn't have my spouse, you already know I'd be going crazy right now. Mm-hmm. So I do understand the need to have that supportive somebody in your corner when you have to support everybody else. So so I could see that. I do. Now I don't know if that just necessarily has to be a love life. That could be a loved one. It could be a best friend. It could be something of that nature too. Because one of the things I did like about Naomi was Annabelle and Naomi's relationship. I thought they were very cute as BFFs. Right. So, and yes, I will talk about the series Naomi since it's not coming back. We will have a conversation. And yes, I saw it.
I guess I watched the episodes. I don't know where.
You don't have to. You don't have to watch it. It's so slow. I mean, literally, I could like string some scenes together and you'd have the whole series. But I will talk about it. And honestly, the writing for season 1 was bad. It was too much of the drama on the teenagers and not enough on what was actually happening to Naomi. And they tried to throw all this shit in the last 3 episodes, and it just did not. It was not good.
It not working.
It did not work at all. All the stuff they revealed in the season finale, I'm like, do you know that could have played out very well between episodes 3 and the season finale, instead of having all of this? Will they? Will they not? Are they friends? Or that? Oh, you're lying to me. It just got too much for me. So.
I hate that long drawn out bull crap. I hate that.
It's just horrible. There are slow burns, and then there's just I'm on fire, but I don't feel it. That's literally what it felt like. I love Lana's character, but I feel all of this show's problems from her character come from the show making her not know Clark's secret. It's Smallville all over again. True. I feel like Lana has potential to be level-headed and calm, and she's very sweet most of the time. But I'm telling you, taking a page from Kenny's book, her hot box was not fulfilled by the Superman. And then she realized that hot box could have been the main hot box of the Superman, because she realized that the person that she had a crush on and probably had a little mini relationship before Kyle, who left to find himself, ended up marrying another woman. And that means that she ended up with a firefighter that cheated on her ass, and Lois got Superman. That's literally all she's seeing right now. She is green with envy.
But see, my whole point is, Smallville, didn't she find out who he was back then?
Mm-hmm.
So now, why they retcon that and made her act like she don't know?
Because this is a whole other cast. This is not Smallville.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Why? Because that's how they write Arrowverse, man. They write Arrowverse like they're like in kindergarten.
Because there should still be a little continuity. I mean, I know we got new writers, new actors, and all that. It should still be just a tad bit of continuity there.
Well, now, to play devil's advocate, they cannot have continuity with this Lana, because this Lana is a completely different Lana than what she was in Smallville's TV show. Okay. Completely different.
But I'm just saying they could at least just let her remember.
So you're asking for too much, Kenny. I told you stop having expectations.
I'm just saying.
I know what you want, but that's like
I ain't saying that's what I want.
Winning the plot lottery. We're not trying to do all that. That's not what.
I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm just saying.
Look, we here who watch the Arrowverse, for some reason we still do. We are satisfied when an episode makes sense. That is how that works. When it actually makes sense, when the plot makes sense in this episode, we are excited. Because 9 times out of 10, that is not the case. And then the next episode comes around and they retcon the thing that made sense, and then we're in our feelings again. That is literally how you are on an emotional roller coaster watching.
That's why I left Flash up in that tornado.
I know.
That's why he's still swirling around.
He's still in the Speed Force. Okay, I got you. You know what? I mean, that's probably for the best, honestly, because he didn't do much when he got out. So I get it. Powerless Clark and a powered up Superboy. I'm really happy with Jordan's progression from Brightburn to Smallville Blur. I am too. I will say, Ray, that is a very good observation. Jordan actually is becoming one of my favorite characters, which is weird. Because he used to annoy the hell out of me in season 1. So, things change, I guess. So now we have Parasite, and probably the most powerful one I've ever seen. I hope that she's Grandma Parasite. I'm giving her a combination thing here going on. But yeah, I mean, I can see why people think this is Parasite. And it's not a stretch for me, because we all know the Arrowverse reinvents the wheel all the damn time. So that's not something that I'm
on an emotional roller coaster.
I mean, Arrowverse is, I'm telling you, this is a roller coaster you can't get off. So
I'm glad I flew off. I'm glad they kicked me off of it.
I love this. When Lana said to Kyle last episode, we raised extraordinary kids. I said, yeah, you're their parent. You have to say it. Well, hell, you got to feel bad for like Sophie, the little sister, because she's literally like Trudy from Family Matters. She just disappears. And then they're like,
so she goes upstairs and never seen again.
She goes all over the place. She goes to sleepovers. That kid is never in their house. I don't know what's wrong with that child. But I remember in the pilot episode, they were threatening to suspend this little 8-year-old for biting people. Like she bit this kid's ear or something. I'm like, yep,
gosh,
potential Dexter right there. Like, hello, D. Marie. Thanks for the thumbs up. Allie is so scared of me because we know there are some crazy cult people who would totally drink her Kool-Aid in the real world too. Oh yeah, absolutely. I believe that. She has this face like, I can yarn, knit you a sweater with yarn and then take the needles and stick them right through your ears. And it's like, that's something I would see on some of those like Screamer networks, or like the horror movie, like Shriek and stuff like that. So yeah, she has that potential to be the horror mom. I think if they redid Friday the 13th, she could be Jason Voorhees' mother in the new Friday the 13th movies. That's who Allie's actress could be. She could be. Hey, in the DCAU, Krypton thought it was a good idea to make the internet self-aware and create Brainiac. So in comparison, it's not that bad of an idea. True that. That's true. I don't have a problem with their bringing in. I'm having a problem with how they write people. That's the only problem that I have.
And that's the writer's fault.
Yeah, that's the writer's fault. Candy, you have to watch Superman and Lois. It's a good show. It is. For the most part, it is a good show. There's just a lot of confuckery going around in it. So
look, I've always said I was going to watch it. I just didn't have the time because of all the other shows that was coming on at the time. So now that Our Beloved one is gone, now I have the time. So I'm gonna go ahead and beat somebody up and get $20 so I can order it. Oh,
that's how your marriage works. Violence. I keep forgetting that. In all fairness, after all this, I wouldn't tell Lucy a damn thing. She is not all right at the moment. I agree with you. I probably wouldn't tell her anything either. I wouldn't either. The hypocrisy abounds on Superman and Lois. I'm telling you. Marie, I was thinking the exact same thing about the highway reveal scene. Yeah, I mean, seriously. It's like, that'd be like me going outside, be floating in there. They'd be like, that's that bitch from that apartment upstairs, right? What did she do? Floating around the street. And I'll be like, don't tell anybody my secret identity.
I mean, and that, oh my God.
Oh my God. And they're like, literally, if you look at the perspective of him on the street, anybody could have drove up, and he was not in his Superman suit. He was in his regular Clark Kent glasses.
And then they know, and the funny thing is, glasses and a swirl does not change your damn identity.
It doesn't. It does not. And then there was a farm like right across the way. And I'm like, what if they really were out there like milking cows and be like, oh, Clark Kent's floating above the highway, Mom.
Wait, I got another plot hole right here. I know y'all gonna laugh. Out of all the damn Superman movies we have seen, he goes into a telephone booth. Now y'all know he'll open up his shirt and you'll see the S on his chest, right? Mm-hmm. So he goes into the phone booth. Where's the damn cape? Isn't that like supposed to be like?
It pulls out of his Kryptonian butt cheeks.
Because don't you think that would be, when he's wearing the suit, shirt tie suit and all of that, it will be puffing out in the back.
Maybe that's why they make him look so bulky in the comics. He's actually not that built. It's just his cape is like up there, just making him look like it. Yeah. There you go.
Oh
That's what it is. That's what it is. But I mean, honestly, he pulls it out of his ass. It's what it is. It's a secret compartment. He doesn't have a bat belt. I'm just saying. Who's to say that nobody saw Clark floating? I think everybody in the damn town saw him. They're probably so used to shit in Smallville now. They just like, whatever.
Has 5 people. Smallville only has 5 people. So
no, they got 20. They have 20.
Oh, they got 20. Okay.
Yep.
Everybody knows everybody there. So the population is 20. So they know everybody. So it's not like when they looked up there, they wouldn't be like, oh, there's no Clark. Oh, he's Superman. Oh, yeah, let's go and find out all the juice. They're going to...
Well, my other problem is Clark Kent moves back to Smallville, and all of a sudden Superman's in Smallville. Nobody thinks that's weird. I'm like, okay, sure. And you know what? I would like to say to Lana, you're mad, but I mean, why are you mad? You didn't even notice that this guy was Superman. You're like really up close and looking at his face. Obviously, you love him that damn much.
Now, see, I have a problem with what they did with Lana. I really have that problem. They could have had that little tiny piece of continuity that she still knew who he was because they were childhood friends. Or did they retcon that too?
No, they were childhood friends.
So my point is, why the hell didn't she not know? Because he revealed the identity to her. That could have been that just one piece of continuity. They didn't have to retcon everything. They could have retconned everything else except that.
I agree with that. Well, like I said, I don't know why they made her not know. I don't know. I guess maybe because he was in his feelings, because he did come back for her and she was engaged to another guy.
But that's her dumb ass. I'm just saying.
See, that's what Clark should have been like. That was your dumb ass fault. You could have had this, but you wanted that. And then what happened? He cheated on you with a bartender. Just saying.
And Clark ain't cheating on Lois.
Oh, hell no. Could you see the conversation behind that one?
Oh, Lord.
Everybody knows that Clark is scared of Lois Lane in the show.
I always love Lois because Lois was that Spitfire. She's like Chi-Chi to Goku.
She is, but she's worse. She's actually like Bulma. She's Bulma in this show. God. She's like, he'll say something. She's like, boy, when I want your opinion on this matter, I will give it to you.
I know, because Chi-Chi used to throw Goku all over the damn place. So
Lois don't have to. He walks in, she's like, Clark. He's like, shit. Your mother's mad, gut boys. Let's make a run for it.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
She doesn't like I'm telling you, I should make like a a compilation of all the times that she like yells and just yells, because she'll yell at like at the drop of a hat, like at the drop of a hat. Did you eat lunch? Why?
But see, that has been her character the whole time I've known of Superman.
No, like Erica Durance's version of Smallville wasn't like that. She would get smart assy, but she
would
didn't
not.
yell.
Yeah, that is true. But
This
that's
one,
the
she's
only
like,
one. That's the
you
only
know
one.
what? She's the white version of Medea in this damn show. Only thing she hadn't found her gun in her purse. That's literally it.
Oh God, Medea. That's Tyler Perry. I love that man. He's so stupid.
Trying to keep a secret identity in a tiny town. Yeah, good luck with that. Yep. Lana was so in her feelings about Clark. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. She was like, that could have been me. I've been so lost with Lana's anger towards Lois. Like, girl, what? You know what that is. She looks at her now as her replacement. That's what she's seeing now. She was okay when Clark was just being nerdy and they could still go out for coffee and hang out. But now she realizes that he can, bench press a damn truck. She's like, okay.
Oh, he can hold up a damn
Lois.
fallen building. He can hold up a 60-ton building, with one finger.
Yep. Fly her to Paris and whenever he wants. Yeah, she had her feelings. Also, I feel like this confirms that Lana is so over Kyle. What's really to get over? To be real, what is to get over? I don't understand. Lana needs to stop playing no one be telling all their family business to their spouse. Yeah, well, she needs to be happy as she invited to the cookout. Thank you. And be happy when they show up to hers. I mean, damn. Lana Lang was a redhead in the 80s Superman 3 movie with Christopher Reeve. She was played by Annette O'Toole. And I forgot about that in the movie. Probably because I forgot about Superman 3 because I didn't like it very much.
I don't
like that movie at all. There was a video on Casually Comics about Superman's mermaid girlfriend. Oh, so he did Laura Lemaris? Yeah, Superman's got like a thing for LL names. I don't know what's up with that shit. It's like a hard on. Like, look, you don't even have to be attractive. What's your name? Oh, my name is Lynn Landley. Oh, well, you're gonna have my baby bitch. Because you have LL name. I'm like, that's literally. God. I don't know what it is. That's his kryptonite. Along with Lois's failed marriages in the Golden Age. Oh dear Lord! Nothing beats New 52 and him and like Clark running around those Farmer Man Joe suspenders. That was funny as hell. The writers are aware what they're doing with the Lang quartet, so hopefully they have them evolve. Messiness runs in the family. It's almost like they want people to hate them. Yeah, they probably want you to see, since this is a superhero show, they're like, well, we need you to see dysfunctional people too, that they exist in this universe. They can't just be hardworking people living in a farming town. No, they got to cheat and go to bars and do all kinds of shit too. I will tell you this though,
real life.
Lana, like her husband cheated on her with a bartender. And he actually got told on. He wasn't even going to say anything. And then you take your daughter to that bar to perform. I'm like, Kyle, you make amazing choices in life. You're a real winner. You could have been like, hey, why don't you start a YouTube channel or something like that? You take her to the bar to perform the bar that you literally had an affair in with the bartender on your wife. That's why Lana's in her feelings. I think Lana's more upset from you were my best friend who I was in love with perspective. Oh, no, I don't. Because the way she said, did you ever love me? Why didn't you come back for me? That's not a best friend conversation. That's a, damn, I wish I was your lover conversation. The song. Like, that's what that was. Oh, no, not the CW. Gasp.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the merge. If the merge happens and Lana merges with her Eva version, that could be interesting. I feel it's unfortunate they aren't doing anything good with the actress. I like her. Yeah. I mean, like I said, she's a good actress, and for the most part, I like Lana. She's just whiny as shit and getting on my nerves right now. I feel like Lana's youngest daughter Sophie gives me future supervillain. And I'm telling you, that's the girl they need to watch. That little girl under the radar doing shit.
Did she have Sophie with Lex Luthor and she just don't know it?
They don't even have Lex, I think, right now. And well, they have it. They have Lex. Lex was in Supergirl's universe as her villain. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why Lex isn't messing with Clark anymore. But
that's what I'm gonna say. Now that was so stupid that you have Lex Luthor over with Supergirl, but that was Clark Kent's villain. That was Superman's villain.
That was pretty much his Joker. Lex has always been his Joker, like Batman's villain.
I have no. I don't know.
But I don't know. Like I said, it's the Arrowverse. I mean, the Arrowverse. Hell, Joker could be like in the rehabilitation villain program I told you about, and be sweet as hell and on Team Superman. That's literally how the network works and the whole Arrowverse works. I think the problem with the Langs is that their story is so disconnected from everything else. True. I still prefer Lana over Kyle or Sarah. Who would not? I actually think they should make Sarah the insect queen as a villain on the show. That would actually be interesting, and I'm sure the CW will mill all the drama from that. Yep, it'll be like this angst stuff over where Jordan's like, I can't attack her because I love her. I'm like, I don't.
Oh God,
lying fool. Oh no!
No.
Don't forget to tell Kenny that Superman killed Lois on their Earth. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I saw that.
I love that Sarah has a very odd lack of emotional intelligence sometimes. She's the stuff with the girl she cheated on, and Jordan made me go, girl, you were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean, seriously, if you were like exploring your sexuality and you're like, I think I want to be with a girl, break up with your boyfriend. Don't go back and then kind of give him the cold shoulder like he did something wrong. And then when all it comes to light that you cheated, instead of him getting mad, he ended up giving her a necklace and saying, I love you. This is a family heirloom. And then the next week she's like, I invited the girl that, the one I made out with and cheated on you with to come and visit with me. And I wanted you to hang out too. Don't be weird. I mean, I just want you to do it because you're my boyfriend and that's like cool. If you don't do it, then that makes you a bad person and a jerk. And I'm like, what?
Really? Really? I told you the hypocrisy of the whole thing. Loco. The hypocrisy.
Yeah, she's no. John Henry Irons, aka Still, is such an underrated character. He is actually a badass character though. My favorite scene in season 2 was when he's running like in the mine and his suit literally comes like he's freaking Iron Man. His suit just starts like putting itself on. It was cool as shit. That was cool as shit. I want to give Lucy the benefit of the doubt because she's making bad choices, but she was clearly indoctrinated as well. Well, I think that she needed therapy a long time ago, and that's where the dad failed them. Their mother abandoned them. She literally has low self-esteem, and it's obvious she has an inferiority complex with Lois. So that's a thing. Is it the same Lucy Lane from the Supergirl show? No, that Lucy Lane was badass. So I don't understand what happened. When Crisis happened, they retconned everything. This is not the same Lois. So that Lois was in the military. That Lois was running like the paper for a while in National City Catco. That she was like on the ground running. She was a member. She was running the DOD for her dad. That Lois, that Lucy was cool as shit. I don't know what the hell happened.
Lucy just on my damn nerves. She just smoked weed every day. That's what happened.
That probably. Lucy shows exactly what happens to people when they join a cult. You can't reason with them unless they have their own awakening. True. Can she be killed off? So she's so weak to be a lame. Must be the mother side because Lois is all Sam. Yeah. Lois doesn't even have to fight in this. Lois just screamed to them. F you.
Now y'all making me gotta go get a Tylenol. Y'all know. Look.
Well, that's all right. We're about to end the stream in a second too, because your girl needs at least 30 minutes of rest because I'm going to the drive-in to see Jurassic World to take my mind off of all this crap happening in my life right now. So that is
Maria got my blood pressure up to here with all this laughing, and y'all do too. I told y'all last night, y'all just nasty.
See. That's horrible. I heard that you guys dragged him over consent. Good job.
Oh, you know they did. You know they did.
Because he really doesn't understand what it is. I keep trying to explain it. We have these crash courses. I feel like I'm just going to have to get another tutor involved because this is like, I don't know. That I'm going to hypnoptize your ass because something is wrong with you. I'm like, but
we're going to talk about this later.
Down. We're going to get it down.
We're going to talk about this when we do the charm, our overall charm review. We're going to talk about it. Because I'm tired of people telling me last night. I'm not going to say too much because you didn't see it.
I haven't seen it yet. I have not watched Charmed yet, guys.
So I'm not going to say anything. But when you watch it, you will understand what I said 2 weeks ago. That's all I'm saying.
No, I will never understand how roofing somebody is consent. I will never understand that. I will understand. No. I will understand. If somebody has a magical damn picnic and they say, hey, eat this damn banana fritter. And I'm like, cool. And I put it in my mouth. I made a choice to eat the banana fritter. I did not make the choice to have the drug in it.
You will understand.
No, sir. I'm not eating shit at your house when I visit you. I'm not drinking a damn thing at your house because you're going to drug my ass and be like,
you about to make me fall in this damn chair.
No, sir. No. Times infinity. Wrong. So there we go. And the angry grandma ain't come out. You better recognize. So now that Kenny has homework again. I mean, this is the. I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't understand. It's like, oh, you're usually on point, Kenny, and then your mind goes somewhere with this word consent. But then why do I not believe that? Because you're gonna go beat your husband up for money to pay for the freaking Superman and Lois season 1. So that makes sense to me now. I understand. I understand why you don't get it. But it's okay. We love you anyway. Serenity was like, now knowing it's about the roofies, then never mind. Yeah, Serenity, he's basically saying that Kayla gave consent when she ate the banana fritter to be drugged, because that's basically what he's saying. And I'm like, no.
Go watch it from last night and you will understand. I ain't saying nothing else until you watch it. Once you watch it, then
I don't give 5 granola caramel pieces of poop. You're wrong. Wrong. Consent.
I'm done.
Consent means you agree to everything that is being put in your mouth. If that woman has said, hey, I roofied these, do you want it? You said yes, then baby, yes, you gave consent. She said it was a banana fritter. She did not say it was a banana fritter with a kick. If I ate a brownie at your house and you put something in it and you didn't tell me and I got high as hell, that's your ass. I'm going to kick your ass. Because that was not consent.
Never do you like that.
But that's consent. Oh, stop talking. Just stop, Kenny. Just stop. Let it go. Let it go. Anyway, we're gonna go.
No, we
and I know we didn't. I'm sorry, guys. I know we try and get through your comments, but I didn't realize we're already an hour 25. I really have to go because I need to chill before I go.
Get ready for my stream as well.
Yes,
so,
but we love you. Please repost all of your questions, comments, concerns in the chat below. Thank you, Kenny, for coming on here and keeping me company. Because even though you're wrong as hell about consent, you're still very funny.
Until you watch the episode, you ain't got no room to tell me about that.
I've got, not only do I have a room, sweet, I got a whole damn house. You're wrong. And so, wrong. You're not going to win with me. I don't know why you keep trying. You're just not. You're not going to win. But guys, I will try and keep you updated on what's going on when I can. Like I said, with my dad's funeral and stuff, I got to plan that. So that's already a thing. And then there's a lot of other stuff that's happened since he died yesterday that I have to do. So it's just a lot of stuff. So if I'm a little slow on some of these videos, I apologize. It's not that I don't want to be. It's just my mind isn't always working. So you caught me at a good day, kind of right now. But like starting Monday when all the stress and everything is opened up and I got to deal with all this other shit is going to be very hard. So just throwing it out there. If I have to move a stream, please don't be upset. I know I have one for Motherland Fort Salem, but I might have to move that one because of all the stuff I couldn't get done yesterday. I'm going to have to start doing them on Monday. So we will see. We will see.
And but I'm going to be right there by her side, making her laugh.
Yeah, we chatted Marco Polo because that's what we do. But all right, guys, we love you. Again, make sure to tune into the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe at Kenny Lois because Kenny Lois TV has crazy videos. They are very entertaining, and you hear his infectious laugh, so you have something to look forward to. But if it is day for you guys, have a good day. If it is night for you guys, have a good night, and we will see you in the next video and in the next stream. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.